What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Liberation Room. I am Hanson, and today we are taking a look at the top 3 rifles that I use in Ready or Not. You can take a look as well, see if you think they're viable, comment what you think. Let's jump into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. First thing I want to get out there, my top 3 are my top 3. You might like something different. Now, something else you need to know about me is that I don't typically play in full auto. That's not my type of play. I play in single fire and just click their heads off. If you want to try some of these other ones, by all means. But for me, these are the best rounded, the ones that I've enjoyed the most. Another thing to consider is that damage profiles do not vary gun to gun in this game like they do in games like Modern Warfare if you're coming from that world like I was. So another thing to consider in this game is AP and JHP. So arm piercing and jacketed hollow point do not do anything different. I don't know why they put this in the game and haven't made them do something different, like the jacketed hollow points do more damage to flesh while the AP does more damage to body armor. I don't know why. However, that's what the game stands right now. So it doesn't matter. Run either one you want. It has zero weight in the game. With that being said, let's jump into the rifles. All right, so coming in at number 3 in my top 3 favorite rifles is the AR-N18. So I load out pretty much every gun the exact same way. I've found a series of attachments that I prefer. Please play around with these. These can change the way the weapon maneuvers a little bit different. So play around with this. Find your liking. For me, I prefer the SRS optic. There's a hollow sight, micro T2, M5B, SRD 1-4X. The 4X with the game right now, you don't need a 4X with the maps that they have right now. They're pretty small, so all of these are fine. I'm going to put up side-by-sides of all of these for you right now, so you can kind of take a quick look and see what you think you would prefer, and then play with them. Play around with them, see what you think you prefer. But for me, the SRS is the way to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the muzzle. Obviously, we're running suppressed. It does the most benefits, and also suppression is nice. Underbarrel attachment, you have a vertical grip on this gun, which does vertical recoil, angled grip, which does horizontal recoil and ADS speed, and the combat grip, which is going to give us the most bang for buck. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And the overbarrel, is the Malt IR laser pointer M600V. For this, talk with your team. If your team is all running flashlights, then run flashlights, because if you are running nods and they are running flashlights, their flashlight's going to blind you and your nods are going to be useless. But if they're all running nods, then we need to decide with the IR laser. So just something to consider. Laser pointer generally doesn't have a purpose in the game for me, because if I'm not running around just hip firing because I want to. Hip fire is a last resort panic mode. So flashlight or IR laser, just for purposes of demonstration, we're just going to go with flashlight. So let's go ahead and take a look at the AR-N18 at the range. Okay, AR-N18, here we are with the range. So this is the weapon that has a very small form factor when you aim down sight. It doesn't take up a lot of your sight picture. So let's go ahead and put that baby in single fire, and it is. And let's shoot at this target here. Pretty consistent, pretty controllable. You saw like my first, it was like 2 or 3, like second or third shot through a little bit. But once you fire a couple of rounds and pick up on that, recoil, very easy to control, very manageable. Like I said, I'm not a full auto player. I will show you the full auto on all these guns, just so you can get a picture in case you play with it. I do not though, so just keep that in mind. So this is full auto. Here we go. Again, as far as full auto is concerned, very manageable recoil. Overall, my 3rd favorite gun. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, for my number 2 slot, it is not the prettiest gun in the world. I'm not a fan of the old school carry and handle M4A1. Some of you may be. I do not mean to offend. Some people love that thing. So let's go ahead and look at the modified weapon. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the aesthetics of the gun. However, I am a fan of how it runs, putting it at my 2nd favorite. Let's go ahead and pick our optic. Like I said, with the optics, SRS is the favorite for me. SOCOM suppressor, we're going to go with the combat grip. The overbarrel, the only thing different is it's a PEC 15 instead of the Malt IR, whatever they called it. So I'm just going to throw that on for funsies. And this one has the PMAG option. I run the PMAG option. It reduces your vertical recoil control a little bit, making it the easier running setup. That's it. Let's go check it out in the range. All right, here we are at the range with the M4A1. So let's go ahead and do some single fire. Are we in single fire? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do some single fire at this target here. That's not single fire. It's showing single fire on the thing. Does this one not change? Nope. All right, cool. All right, now we're in single fire. So let's do some single fire at that target over there. So let's go ahead and aim up. Once again, do a second shot, but after that, very manageable recoil. Let's see. I will show you all the full auto. Once again, I do not factor this into my favorite, least favorite. Just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and do full auto over here. Maybe I should, because those are some beaming headshots. Once it locked in. So, once again, it's my second favorite gun. I prefer it. Once you throw an optic on it, you lose the carry handle, so that makes it a little better for me. Once again, not a fan. This is my second favorite gun. Let's jump into my top slot. What's up, you guys? We're gonna jump in here. If you're liking the video, go ahead and drop a like. It not only helps my algorithm, but also helps yours. It tells YouTube that you like tactical games and tactical gameplay. And if you tell them that, they're gonna recommend more of not only my content, but more of other creators doing the same kind of content, giving you a better YouTube experience. If you could, also drop a subscribe. We'd love to have you on the team, so be safe, stay happy. Back to the video. Ooh, bonus weapon real quick. I'm just going to throw this in and put some shots of it over top of this at the range. The ARWC is a lot of fun. Sometimes I kind of switch it up. It's similar to the ARN-18, but for me, it's just there's something different about it, and for some reason, I enjoy running it. All right, my top weapon in Ready or Not, my absolute favorite is the SR. No, actually, it's not. Do not run this weapon. Don't run it. It's terrible. SR-16, the SR-16. So let's go ahead and take a look at the attachments for the optic. I'm running the SRS, Sarcom suppressor, combat grip, and the PEC-15 just for demo purposes. Once again, talk to your team. Let's go move over to the range. All right, range time. Single fire at this target here. You see that? What I love about this weapon is not only the consistency in recoil, but the visual recoil. There's no screen shake. There's no weapon shake. It just goes. And when you're in the panic of the moment, like somebody's popping on you, the last thing you need is a lot of visual stuff going on. So love this weapon for that reason. For the full auto junkies, I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the full auto. Once again, I don't consider that a factor in my decision, but just wanted to show you guys what the full auto is like. There we go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and until next time, be safe, stay happy, and peace out.